Welcome back to the channel, and on this episode we are bringing my dream shed another couple of steps closer to being completed. So this episode I have got my 2-post lift, which will be going, as you can see where the tape is there, and we're going to try and attempt to fit it ourselves. So the number one thing fitting a lift, first thing everybody says is, have you enough concrete? So if you have been following the shed build from the very start, you have seen that we put in 2-foot square concrete pads with steel in it, well over 10 inches deep of concrete. So we know 100% we have the base to put our lift. So that's that, and the bolts that the lift come with, we're not going to use them. We're going to use 20mm threaded bar. We're going to drill it 10 inches deep, and we're going to put in chemical anchor and drop the threaded bar down into the holes. And just from talking to people, that is the way to go with a lift instead of using the bolts that come with it. Because the bolts that come with it are only about 4 inches deep in the ground, so we're going well deeper to make sure that this lift does not budge. So these are the bolts that the lift comes with. So you drill your hole down, and I'm thinking you beat this down with a hammer and it spreads these lads here. So the threaded bar that I got is a little bit thicker than the original ones, but that comes with the lift. But yeah, I will be putting a lot more threaded bar down on the ground. I could only get 2 lengths of 20mm and a length of 16mm length. So what I plan to do is, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to put the 20mm on all 4 here, and then use the 16mm here. So it just means that all 4 points of the lift are anchored down. That's what I'm going to do with that. And yeah, I'm just waiting for Dad to come out and my brother Ian, and boys are going to give me a lift because that's quite heavy. So I'm working off these instructions. It seems to be pretty good, the instructions that comes with this lift. So, you know, make sure everything is square and all that sort of crack. But yeah, I'll wait till the guys come here. We'll get this lifted up. I'll do a bit of a time lapse of us struggling to get this in. Also, hopefully by the end of this episode, the floor will be painted. I was told to have no oil on the floor, but I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's oil. It is something. So that's not going to help with the paint, but we might be able to put some sealer over that to stop that oil coming back up through the floor. But yeah, end goal of this episode is to have the lift fitted, the floor painted, and all my wiring tidied up, because we're still not finished with the wiring. We just got the shed wired enough to get lights on, to get working at the 180 before it went to duty fabrication. And yeah, it's all go between getting the shed done, getting the car done, trying to be at the first round of the Irish Championship with a fully functioning 180 SX. So it is a little bit hectic. But yeah, straight to the time lapse, see how we get on with this, and we'll check back in when we're making a little bit of progress with the lift. Oh, the power of YouTube. We do a little bit of a time lapse, bing bang bosh, and this is what we got. Bye. Right, here's the shed. It is a bit of a bomb site. Yeah, we done a bit of a time lapse when we were working on this side, and then we just got completely carried away and kept drilling and kept mounting. So yeah, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 20mm bolts, and they're down 7, 8 inches in the floor, and the chemical anchor 16mm threaded bar here and right there, and yeah, all full of chemical anchor, and yeah, it ain't budging. So I just hand tighten the nuts on it. We let it set for a day or two, and then we can tighten everything up. Again, I'm waiting for my cousin to come back, finish the wiring, so I just wired up a bit of a plug just to make sure everything's working. So everything is working perfectly. I do need to grease the ropes, so lift is a little bit slow going down, but that's probably just because there's nothing on it. Yeah, grease the ropes and tidy up the shed because there is stuff absolutely everywhere. Tidy up the shed and sweep the floor, and then we are waiting for our painters to come. And once we get paint down, lift done, wiring done, we're very, very, very close to completing the shed. Yeah, I have one other job to do. I have to get my benches and shelves on this wall. I'm going to put like cabinet there, and then a bench across the middle. That's the plan for that. And I'm going to have like another little locker somewhere up there for like cleaning products. So if there's a car in the lift and I'm working on a car, at least I can pull in the Jeep or pull in a car and do a little bit of cleaning or valeting, hoover and stuff like that. That does give me lots of room. It does give me lots of room. I can have a car on the lift, be working away, and also pull another car in here as well. So, right, I can't video this anymore because the shed is just a complete mess. So let me tidy this up and let me do another montage of my nice clean shed with my lift fitted. SP toolbox, whether it be working on your car or fitting a lift, this thing just does everything. And the best thing about it is I'm missing a screwdriver. So I need to go and find my screwdriver. Hold on, find something in my pocket. Yes, screwdriver. So that shelf is full. Everything is in here. Everything is in here. And oh, we are missing a spanner. So I need to go and find that spanner, wherever that spanner is. Got some spanners here. So this is the best thing about the SP Tools box. You know what you're missing when you're tidying up. So that shelf is complete, and I think I'm missing a socket. Yes, I'm missing a socket there as well. So SP Toolbox. If you don't have one and you are struggling for tools, do go on to SP Tools Ireland. It is the absolute job for your shed. So now I've got everything all back in place. Everything is there. Everything is there. Okay, perfect. And on my tools. So, yes, SP Toolbox Ireland. Get onto it. So that did take the best part of the day. Of course, never fit in the lift before. But I think myself and Dad and Ian, we done pretty good. Everything's working right. As I says, let the chemical anchor set overnight, nip them bolts up, and I need to get some grease for the locks and for the cables as well. So I need to get grease for them. But yeah, grease in it, hydraulic oil in, the whole lot in. Yeah, between hydraulic oil and the bolts and stuff like that this morning, I think it was like, I probably spent about 120 or 30 euros just on bolts and hydraulic oil and stuff to fit in the lift. This lift here, we got this lift from PJ Fallon and Sons in Roscommon. It's coming in at about 1,800 euros plus VAT, which is very reasonably priced, and it's perfect for exactly what I want here. You can go a lot more expensive lifts, but for maybe lifting a drift car and doing the odd service for friends or working on my own car, stuff like that, it's not going to be worked very, very hard. So it is a very reasonably priced lift. I'll put a link in the description to PJ Fallon and Sons in Roscommon down below. Go and check out their lifts. And yeah, that's basically it. I have the shed all clean now as best as I can. Painters should be coming very soon, so by the end of this episode this floor will be painted. But yeah, I think they just need to sweep the floor, hoover the floor, scrape the floor, make sure all that is all surface is good, and then lay down the coat of paint on here, and then get my cousin back, do the wiring, and yeah, that's all I'm saying. Let's clip to a painted floor and hopefully wiring done. So another busy day in the shed. All this progress, it does take time, but yeah, big thanks to my cousin James and my dad James. Two boys is here putting in the work today. The wiring is completely done. We've got all dropped down, all our sockets, fuse board, lift is wired in up there. Nice little conduit up and over. Oh, that's actually opposite that way. But everything is done. Also the sink. So that we got that whole board there. That was a big hole to bore. But we got that done. Got the sink cleaned up, and yeah, we've got running water in the shed. So we are going to get a little heater here, and we're going to wire in a little box there, and we're going to have our heater. That when you're finished in the evenings, get the little heater. And I'll get like a little towel dispenser or something there as well, so you can wash your hands, dry your hands before you go back into the house. Yeah, all the sockets is done. Also another thing, when we were at, we put an outside socket as well, just in case if we ever need to do anything outside, we'll get that done. Lift is in over a week now, so it is ready to start putting cars on, but the floor needs to be addressed. We need to get the floor painted. Yeah, all is coming together very, very, very well. And actually, I need to get on to SP Tools. I need another toolbox because I have so much stuff now. But anyway, once I get the floor in, I'll put all my shelves in there, and I'll put two big lockers here and one there. Put the bench in the middle, and this area here, I'm thinking, should I do something? Should I put a TV? Should I get some sort of cool graffiti done or something there? I don't really know what to do with that space, but do let me know in the comments. But yeah, and the light from the daylights. The sun's out there now, and we have really, really good light inside the shed. We're very, very close. As it says, get the floor painted, hopefully. By the end of this episode, we've got the floor painted, and that will be another couple of steps on further in the shed. And yeah, let's just clip to the floor painted and see where we are. Then we may have some more progress after that. I don't really know because it's all bit by bit by bit, so I'm just piecing this video together, but yeah, next clip, floor painted. The cherry on the cake. That is the first coat of paint done on the floor now. Just done. What a finish. It really is unbelievable. So the first coat's done now. It is literally just painted. But what an absolute masterclass. It's going to get another coat again tomorrow, and then a couple of days to dry. And we're going to have a very, very busy 2 to 3 weeks, probably all-nighters, trying to get the car ready for the first round of the Irish Drift Championship, which is Japfest in Mondello Park. But a huge thanks to John Joe Brennan, Painting Contractors in Longford here, to done this for me. We're out bright and early this morning, and yeah, what a job, unbelievable. So I'm going to close the door on this and let it dry, and yeah, that is the updates on the shed for now. We've done as much as we can for now, get the floor done, and then we'll aesthetics, shelves and stuff like that will be done afterwards. But we have to stop at the shed now because we are under serious pressure to get the car ready for Japfest. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the shed progress. Everybody has been loving it, and yeah, it's been a bit of labour of love for the last couple of months, but it's coming to, it's very, very, very close. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.